Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's up, y'all? I know I'm late as fuck. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But this is the can y'all see? Oop. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just a hot ass mess right now. Okay. You good, camera? Nigga, is you good? Okay. This is just crazy. Like, I don't know why my camera's acting up like this. It's not my camera, sorry. It's my freaking, the tripod. It's wilding out. Oh my God. I just saw someone come in and then leave. I don't blame you after seeing this shit. Oh my God. Hi, wish your mother woods. Your name's dope. Hello, hello. I'm just trying to like get my tripod right. It's just not treating me good. And I feel like now I'm gonna have to like reach mad long to do the reading like this. I'm trying to look at it and see. So thank you. I'm praying for myself to get this right. But ooh, sorry, I already shuffled the cards, so let me not do this. I like to cut the cards in front of y'all. I like to shuffle them because by myself, and then cut the cards in front of y'all because the thing is that you know my sometimes when I like shuffle until like I feel like I need to stop. Sometimes I need to shuffle a lot. You know what I mean? Anywho, let me stop talking and like actually do the reading. That's probably what y'all really want, right? So yeah, let's get this started. So Aries, Taurus. Ooh, how should I? I'll do this. There you go. So it's my cut. So this is for Taurus risings for September 2018. I want to do. I want to get the energy of the whole month because what I want to do is let y'all see if. Oops, sorry that for the loudness. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to. Sorry, I live in a big house, so you might hear some people screaming. But yeah. What I want to do is I kind of want to get the whole energy of September. So if this actually resonates with you, if like the first half of September kind of like, you know, you feeling like the energies that I'm talking about is right, then you should probably, you know, not only listen to the whole entire reading, but also get the extended reading over in my Patreon, okay? But anywho, let me stop talking. Let me do the reading. So, yeah, ooh, overall energy is the Ace of Cups, y'all. Nice. First house is the Ten of Swords. What a huge difference. Second house, Three of Cups. Nice. Third house, Judgment. Oh, y'all can't even see that. See, I hate this freaking tripod. I'm gonna get a new one. Y'all can't even fucking see this. It's really annoying. I have to like reach mad hard. Ugh. Sorry. Fourth house is the Empress. Fifth house, Six of Swords. Sixth house, Six of Wands. Seventh house, Five of Cups. Ah, I'm seeing something here. No, I'm not calling you. Eighth house, the Devil. Ninth house, Page of Pentacles. Ugh. 10th house, Two of Swords. 11th house, Five of Swords. Wow. 10th house, Ten of Cups. What an interesting spread. And I think I see the theme here. But we'll get into it later. Excuse this. I see there's like a couple of marks on this tablecloth clue, so excuse that. Sorry. Anywho, the Ace of Cups, right? You're having a new beginning, and I feel like the new beginning, just doing a quick scan of these cards, are you dropping somebody, someone that you felt close within your life, you're dropping them. They made you feel that they made you have like this self-realization of like, okay, this person brings this like sort of type of energy for me. And it makes me be a person that I don't want to be anymore, or I just don't want to be, period. So, yeah, that's what I'm feeling overall for Taurus risings, okay? I'm going to be looking back to y'all, like the comments every now and then. So feel free to talk to each other, talk to me, and I'll eventually look at it, I promise, okay? So let's get started. So yeah, with the Ace of Cups, that's an emotional new beginning. So it's something that you're going to be really feeling. It's not going to be really tangible. You're just going to be feeling like a new person. And we all know that for things to happen externally, we have to really change ourselves internally. Ten of Swords for the first house. So someone directly said some fucked up stuff to you and you feel stabbed in the back. You feel hurt. You feel like this person was conniving and messed up, and it really, really, really hurt you. They did it through words. They did it through talking to people. They did it through like spreading rumors or something of the sort. And it affected your personality, your persona, your appearance. They just got at you. The thing is, though, Taurus risings is you're a Taurus fucking rising. That's a Venusian planet. And so for your appearance and your personality persona to be in a Venusian planet, you're charming and you're beautiful. Everyone is, but you're like classically charming and beautiful. Everyone sees you. Everyone in the whole world will see you generally as charming and beautiful. Okay. So whoever said something that really hurt you, like, fuck them, first of all. But I understand the emotional connection to it. Like, it really, really hurt you. The thing is, not only did it hurt you, you feel like you need to change something because of it. Now, just don't. The only thing I warn is just don't change because of what other people feel. Let it be something that you really feel that you need to change. Let this moment be a self-realization, like, oh, I do need to stop doing that. Don't let it be on some people like this, so I'm gonna do this. Like, let it be something that you feel from within. Okay. Second house is the Three of Cups. Bomb. Three of Cups is the party. Um, the party card, right? Where in the traditional Rider Waite, like they're holding, like three women are holding cups. They're like, woo, yeah, like they're actually like partying and stuff. So your second house represents your self-worth and your material worth. And so even though you felt this like stab in the back type of situation, you actually know your worth. And you realize your worth, and you're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. On the emotional sense. On the material sense, you're pairing up with possibly two other people, or that's not pairing up, that's something else. But you're kind of joining with two other people. It might be just a pair too, and you're like making money on something that you're passionate about, and it could really be something that you feel that is worthwhile. You get what I'm saying? But you could be celebrating too that you got a new job, you have money, you got a new opportunity somehow, or something of the sort. But yeah, I see this as celebration for sure. So sorry for the background noise, y'all. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here. But regardless too, you could be just generally celebrating yourself, and you kind of, being more accepting of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Before I get further, let me talk about this. Taurus risings most likely have Uranus in the first house. And so this could be, again, a self-realization moment where you're like, okay, I need to accept my uniqueness, accept my authenticity, accept my ingeniousness and originality. I don't have to be this particular type of person just because everyone thinks I need to be. I'm going to be myself, okay? And then with that, right, Chiron is in the second house. And so now you're celebrating yourself. You had all this self-realizations of like, okay, sorry, not Chiron's here. Chiron's in this 12th house. So sorry, y'all. Anyways, Gemini's here, so nothing's in Gemini. You don't got to worry about that. But regardless, you're celebrating something, okay? Excuse me for the mistake. Third house is the Judgment card, right? So when I see the Judgment card, I feel like, You finally got the key to something, and it's your like judgment, quote unquote, on what you're gonna do with it. Are you gonna keep it? Are you gonna share it? Are you gonna only tell a few people, right? And so, because this is in your third house, this is the house of communication, thought processes, and just, community in general, siblings as well. And so you basically had a eureka moment, and you're kind of thinking it through and seeing how you're going to go about that idea that you had. The eureka moment was huge though, borderline life changing. And you're like, oh my goodness, I just thought of this. It makes things make sense now. Now I have the keys. Now what am I gonna do with it? You get what I'm saying? So you're kind of having that type of vibe there. Cancer's there, and there's nothing in Cancer right now, but that's how you're feeling at the moment. It may be too that you kind of thought of a better way of how to communicate with people. In a not so emotionally manipulating way. So think about that, okay? Fourth house is the Empress card, which is lovely. So the Empress card generally means that you are nurturing something so it can grow. That's why it's the Mother card, and it's also the pregnancy card. Wink, wink, Taurus risings. I don't know what you're doing. But you're kind of nurturing something to make it better, stronger. Just being, you're being a mother here, right? So for it to be in the fourth house, you might be, this could be a pregnancy card, all right? I don't know if you want that. I don't know if there's something that you're looking for, but there's a good chance that you guys are getting pregnant, okay? That's number one. Number two, I also see this as you, sorry, y'all. Someone will eventually get the phone, hopefully. So much background noise. I really apologize. Anyways, secondly, what I'm thinking about this card too is that you guys are beautifying your home, or get into a situation where you get to nurture, not nurture, but like you're picking a new home and you're figuring out, will this help me become stronger, better, wiser, and all that stuff? Like, will this community, will this space help nurture myself? But if you're like not moving, I can see you kind of beautifying your home, making it nice, and making sure it makes you stronger, faster, happier, intelligent, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's a great chance that you are getting pregnant. Another thing too, that you're nurturing your emotions. You are realizing that you're feeling a certain way about things, and you're holding a lot of emotions back, especially because this is a Leo card, and Leos are very they're expressive, that is for sure. Not Leo card, this is a Leo position. I mean, Leo is your fourth house, excuse me. So with Leo being your fourth house, Taurus risings, yes, Leos are very expressive, but the thing is that they are expressive to like kind of regular ass things. They don't really express their deep emotions. They're just expressive on things that randomly happen, like at the fly. You know what I mean? On the fly, because they just like showing their personality. But they don't really express how they really deeply feel for the most part, because they just really, at the end of the day, want to be creative and have fun. So you're nurturing the deep emotions that you're feeling finally, and addressing some things that you feel like you need to address, and helping yourself become a more emotionally intelligent. So that's dope. What's in Leo right now? I don't think anything's in Leo, right? Hold on. I don't think anything's in Leo. Well, I just want to double check before. Wow, my laptop's being a fucking ass. I'm swearing a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. I have a sailor mouth naturally, but I know some people get offended by my swearing. I mean, that's something that you kind of may have to deal with just in general, but beyond that though, I want to make sure I not appease everybody, but like make sure a lot of people are comfortable on my channel. So yeah, North Node is in Leo. Do want to talk about that. Okay, so with North Node being in Leo, um, this is something that you need to address to for your greater life path, wherever your North Node is in your natal chart. Okay, and so being more self-expressive with your deep emotions, being more self-expressive at the home, letting your family realize that you do have deep feelings and they do matter is very important for your overall North Node, your overall life path. Okay, so definitely address these things because Leo's gonna get out of North Node soon this year, so don't trip. Um, your fifth house is Six of Swords, right? So Six of Swords is really interesting. I don't know if you can see the card, but um, he's just on a parachute flying away and just doing whatever, right? So with the Six of Swords, it's like that's how you are with your thoughts. You're kind of just going with your thoughts and just like kind of letting it fly. You get what I'm saying? And seeing where it may take you. Um, you're really just being very imaginative at this moment, which is fine. You know what I mean? Because this is in the fifth house and this is the creative house. So you really, you're kind of creatively thinking, how can I like change my life? And so you're kind of letting your thoughts take you where it may so you can change your life in the appropriate ways you want to change your life. But this is a great card to have, though, honestly, in the fifth house because, you know, you have to, we are creative because of our imagination and because of us channeling information from the universe. So, if you're trying to do things in a more creative, fun way, if you're trying to just have fun in life, if you're trying to just date and see the type of person that you want, you have to figure it out through your mind. Swords represent the air signs, and air sign represent logic in the mind. So, you know, that's what I feel like you need to do. A lot of things are in Virgo, okay? Lots of things are in Virgo. Because Virgo is your fifth house, y'all, I feel like you're kind of using these thoughts to, kind of better organize your life, or not even organize your life, just have a better everyday life. You want your life in general you just want a general better everyday life. And so, with the sun in Mercury, it's going to be here for a chunk of the month, right? You know, you this is kind of like a highlight of your life and something that you're constantly thinking of. Creative ways to change my everyday life, creative ways to express myself, to express my talents and stuff like that. Okay, so that's that. Sixth house is the Six of Wands. Nice card to have. Another six, which is interesting. You have two sixes and two tens, and that's interesting. Um, yeah, it's two fives too. Shit. Very interesting. So yeah, pay attention to the numbers: 6, 5, and 10. Okay. Anywho, um, Six of Wands here, for your sixth house is that you have a victory in your everyday life. It may be connected to this. You've been thinking about how I can change my everyday life. You found a way, and now you have victory in your everyday life. So that's dope, right? Another thing that this could show too is that you definitely can have a victory in your workplace or your work environment. So that's something too that's kind of cool. But the Six of Wands is generally a victory. People are recognizing you for doing something awesome. So maybe someone recognized you for doing something awesome in your everyday life as well. Okay, so that's great. Great card to have. Libra, the Sun in Mercury is going to be in Libra towards the end of the month. Um, and so, the victory that you have could be that, since Libra is your sixth house, is that you got into a relationship. You know what I mean? Or you're pairing up with someone or got a business partner, and you have a victory within that. or just the victory is from you pairing with someone in general and y'all together did something wonderful. So that's dope. Good job, Taurus risings, okay? Seventh house though, Five of Cups. See, this kind of, I'm seeing the story out here too. Five of Cups is you. Five of Cups is you being sad about something, right? You have all these cups spilled directly on you. Aw, wish your mother. um, don't worry though, because you have a lot of other great cards, okay? But Five of Cups is a lot of cups, like all the cups are turned on you and they're like spilled and they're literally raining on you. And you're sad about it. But the thing is, you're sort of being a little bratty. Sorry, I'm trying to be real here. And you're pouring this cup out yourself. That's the crazy thing about the Five of Cups is that yes, it looks bad, but if you're depending on your attitude, it can get worse. And you can spill your own cup. You can actually sabotage yourself. You know what I mean? This is in the seventh house, and the seventh house is the house of relationships. The house of relationships with you is Scorpio. Now, Scorpio don't take relationships lightly. Y'all are all about that transformative love, that kind of twin flame love when you're really two people coming into one. I like to call the Scorpio love a composite love. So this Five of Cups, this relationship that you're dropping, is really hurting you. But what you don't want to happen is that you spill the cup that you could actually be filling up. You can put that hand right side up and have at least one cup full. You get what I'm saying? So change your attitude about this loss that you're having, because look at the rest of those cards. Look at the story that it's telling. Like you're actually having a victory. You're having this change. You're nurturing your emotions and you're changing yourself from this loss, and it's actually going to be to your benefit. You just have to change that attitude, and it could be, you can manifest things even better than what you had before. This, relationships could be business partnerships, romantic relationships, best friends, platonic relationships. I'm thinking it has connection with friends too, for sure, especially with that fifth Five of Swords in the 11th house, but we'll talk about that later. But just know that things could get better, okay? The sun and Mercury is going to be here in the later part of the month. And then Venus is going to retrograde. Is it going to retrograde to Libra in the 30th? Nah, it's not, sorry. But having the sun here and Mercury here, this relationship is going to be a highlight of your life. The relationship that you're kind of get down in the dumps about. Most likely this person's the same person that hurt you, made you feel this way. So what I want to say about that is that if you haven't experienced this loss yet, you're probably going to experience it in the later part of the month. And again, it may not be an actual relationship loss. You might be sad about a current relationship that you're in. But the thing is, if you want to, you can change that relationship, kind of think in a positive way, turn that cup right side up, and let the cup fill with all the beautiful emotions and positivity. You know what I'm saying? All right. Eighth house is the devil card. Having the devil card in the eighth house, what the fuck are y'all doing? Taurus risings, oh my God. Okay, so the devil card is really interesting because, it's the devil, so it's not the best, right? But it's kind of like you indulging, right? Which is okay to indulge, but with the devil card, you might be indulging a little too much. And so what it is kind of like a warning. Like, be careful not to indulge too much, because you might get into a situation where you that is really hard to get out of, or you can't get out of, okay? With it being the eighth house, the house of emotional bonding and emotional connection, and like binding relationships, like them deep, transformative relationships, child, that loss that you had could really be fucking you up in the sense of like, who should I trust anymore? Who should I believe anymore? And you're really like thinking these things. Actually, I just realized I might have, let me switch this over real quick before I continue to talk about this. Sun and Mercury is going to be in this card, not, I mean, in the 6th house for you, not the 7th house. The 7th house, though, it actually still applies because Venus and Jupiter is going to be in your 7th house. Excuse me, Taurus rising. So with that, though, with Jupiter and Venus being in your 7th house, it's still like going to be a highlight of your life because Venus is connected to love, of course. And then Jupiter kind of is very it kind of causes abundance and prosperity, but it expands things. So it expands things for better or for worse. Okay, so the sadness you're feeling can be really great sadness. Like you can really be really feeling the sadness. But the thing is that it's Jupiter though. So if you turn that cup right side up, it's going to like really give you a lot of prosperity. Okay. Sorry for that confusion, by the way. Because Venus is here too, this relationship may feel like it could cause you not only a loss of friendship, a loss of partnership, a loss of like, you know, how you feel about yourself and you feel like now you have to change yourself, but it could also make you lose some money. So just protect yourself, okay? Another thing that I want to mention too is that, hold on one second, y'all. Okay, sorry. Another thing I want to mention with the Devil card though is that, you know, you could be having this kind of like obsessive, you can change that though, Wisha. I'm gonna call you Wisha now, but you can change that. Okay, you have to start thinking more positively to change it. That's what the 5 of Cups is really saying. That yes, it seems like everything is against you right now, but you can literally, you know, change, you know, how you're feeling. The you know, change it if you kind of like. Sorry. The thing is, it's like if you change your attitude, it can change you externally too. You get what I'm saying? That's the main thing I'm really trying to say here. But with the Devil card being here though, and hopefully y'all could see that. Okay. With the Devil card being here at the 8th house though, is that whatever loss that you're feeling, you're indulging in it, and like you're like getting into things that you maybe shouldn't get into, eating too much, smoking too much, you know, kind of like that, because of this loss you're feeling, because it's like a great emotional loss for you. And that's like the devil trying to fuck with you and trying to get you off your path. So you have to turn that cup right side up, like in the 7th house, okay? There's nothing in Sagittarius at the moment. Because Sagittarius is Sagittarius y'all's 8th house? Let me do this. Taurus, this is Scorpio. Yep, Sagittarius. Okay. So yeah, just be, you know, luckily there's no planetary energies that's kind of like making it a little bit more difficult or whatever, but just keep your mind open about that, okay? Oh, wish I know how you feel. And I know that Taurus and Scorpio energies, they feel deep. They feel so deep. You may not show it, but you do. But you guys are powerful as fuck. Scorpio, Taurus, those sisters, those polar sisters, very, very powerful. Y'all could move mountains. Y'all really could. If you just turn the things that you control, if you turn that cup right side up, you can really like change your life for the better. You really can. I'm trying to see the rest of y'all's comments. I can't really see. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that. Like kind of zoom in. Isn't her name awesome? Aokimi. Aokimi, am I saying that right? Your name's beautiful too. Um, I'm a dude though. Oh, sorry, Wisha. um, so, anywho, Ayo Kimmy. Okay. Ayo Kimi. Kimmy. Ayo Kimmy. I like your name. That's a beautiful name. Um, okay, so next is the Page of Pentacles, right? And the Page of Pentacles is your ninth house. And so your ninth house is ruled by Capricorn. And that's actually good. So the Page of Pentacles is probably like one of the better pentacles because they have the kind of, wow, sorry, y'all. They have the, I hate this tripod so much, y'all. It's really embarrassing me. I'm trying to, anyways, sorry. So the Page of Pentacles is kind of like my favorite pentacles is because they're very young and childlike and they have their dreams, but they also are very practical and know that like, yes, I can do what I want to do, kind of be what I want to be, but you know I can do this in a more practical way that makes more sense to my life and my situation. So it's kind of like a mature child, you know what I mean, a very mature child, which is kind of reminds me of Capricorn energy in general. Because like at least Capricorn children, because Capricorn children are still children, but they are like adults, like they've definitely been here before. So with the Page of Pentacles being in ninth house, you're like that when it comes to your philosophies, beliefs, religions, and your ideas of travel and foreign culture. You're like, yes, I just want to try everything, explore everything, really kind of get into my childlike ways, but I want to be practical and make sure that everything's settled at home, that this philosophy or this religion or this whatever makes sense to my life. And so you're being free like a child but being smart like an adult. It's the best of both worlds, honestly. Aquarius sun, you said Aries moon. I'm trying to see all y'all chats. Okay, yeah, Aries moon, Taurus rising. Oh, what a nice combo. That's a really nice combo. I'm a Capricorn sun, Aquarius rising, and Leo moon. So religion, beliefs, and kind of exploring different cultures to see which resonates with you the best. You guys have Saturn and Pluto in your in your ninth house, and so you're really, you're really whatever like culture you're trying to get into, belief you're trying to get into, religion you're trying to get into, whatever it is, it's really going to change your life for the better. It's going to transform you. It's going to make you more mature. You're going to take authority into it, and you're really going to go far with your life. It's just going to be really, really positive and awesome, okay? So continue to explore. Don't just pick anything and run with it. Explore whatever like place you want to live in, places you want to travel, religions you want to take in, beliefs and philosophies you want to take in. Just explore, and wait until you see something that really resonates with you and go with it because it can change your life for the better, okay? And let me know, guys, are y'all kind of going through that? Like, I'm noticing that a lot of people are kind of going through this new, like, belief transformation. I've gotten that a couple of times with Taurus risings, but with other signs too. So let me know if y'all are like, are y'all doing that? Are y'all kind of like looking at different beliefs and philosophies to see if it matches with you, and you can change kind of like your way of living? Or are you kind of looking at different places to live, like that's way different from where you live, or kind of looking at different cultures to see if it resonates with you? Let me know if you're actually going through that, okay? You have Two of Swords for your 10th house. Oh, you are? That's so cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot for different signs, like Taurus risings for sure, but for other risings as well when I do these. So it's really, really interesting. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. Um, Ayo Kimmy, I actually, my Sagittarius, wow. My Saturn is in Sagittarius. I don't know why I'm talking crazy right now. It seems like I've been like drinking coffee and I really wasn't. Trying to move to another country. Wow. Wow, that is amazing. Last night my cards laid down, Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands. My things are on point. I'm in the States, moving out of the country. Wow. That is crazy. And you're a Taurus sun. Okay. Wow. So I always wondered, like, because when I do these cards, I try to do it for Taurus risings. And I always wonder, does a Taurus sun kind of, like, would they resonate with this, or a Taurus moon? Oh, and thank you. I feel like I'm talking crazy, but I often feel that way, honestly. But yeah, like, that's dope. I'm glad that you guys are resonating with this, and I'm glad that you guys are going through this. My Saturn's in Sag, and so my Saturn return was big on me changing my whole like belief system. And I phased out of Christianity too. There's a lot of aspects of Christianity that I respect and I love, but I can't comfortably call myself a Christian. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're going through. That was a big part of my Saturn return, honestly. And I gotta do a Saturn return video for you guys. You guys would like this. Your Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus is in Sag. Ooh, that's actually having your Jupiter in Sag is bomb. And you're about to have your freaking Jupiter return soon. It's about to be lit for you. It is about to be lit for you. But let me finish. So, Two of Swords for your 10th house, right? So I feel like with Two of Swords, you're like trying to make a decision. If you should go this way or that way. But you have this wolf in the middle. And the wolf is a little bit tricky, honestly, because the wolf, sometimes I feel like the wolf can protect you, but the other times I feel like the wolf can also backstab you. So, while you're trying to make a decision on your career, on your reputation, or how you should kind of go about things, you do have, someone that's kind of looking at you and seeing like, which way are they gonna go? How can I take advantage of this? I mean, I'll protect them to make sure they're good, but I want to know which way they're going. And they might be doing it for the betterment of you, or for just trying to be fucked up and see where you go and see if they can benefit from that. It's hard. I can. Interesting. Let me actually reread that. I know I'm like in the middle of reading something, but I really wanted to see what you said. Absolutely not. There are no coincidences in life. It all happens for a reason. The ties that bond sister. I claim no religion, but I understand except in the Aztec ways. I've been actually trying to get into the Aztec ways too, because oh my goodness, I'm actually y'all are like really interesting, and I'm trying to do the reading, but I really want to talk to y'all too. So after this reading, I'm gonna talk about certain things too, okay? Because for the people who probably don't want to hear me like talk about this, I do want to make sure that I, do this reading, okay? But yeah, so you're making a decision on which way you should go with your career, your reputation, or your status. And it's fine, it's gonna take you a while. You feel kind of blinded. Like, should I go this way? Should I go that way? I don't know. Whatever decision you make is going to be good for you, but just be careful, because there's probably somebody watching you trying to see which way you're trying to go. They can't be trying to help you. They can't be like trying to take advantage of you. You just have to kind of see which way, or which makes sense to your situation. You know what I mean? Your 5th house is 11th house is the 5 of Swords. So, that's a little bit tricky. Remember I was saying that you might be having some friends that you're fighting with? The 11th house is literally the friend house, and the 5 of Swords is you like people like fighting, debating, arguing. So there might be someone within your network. It could be friends, acquaintances, colleagues, whatever, even non-immediate family members that you're arguing with. They might be the same people that hurt you. All right, and made you feel bad and said some fucked up things, right? And you may be feeling like, all right, I need to change how, you know, who's in my circle, because I can't have people who are not agreeing with me, who are saying mean things to me, who want to hurt me. You know what I mean? So just be aware that you are having those arguments. It's something that's happening in your life for sure. You have actually Pisces in your 11th house, right? And Neptune's in Pisces currently. So if you're really trying to find the answers to why you're arguing with folks at this moment, you really need to kind of be very self-reflective. If you guys are spiritual, definitely try to connect with your guides, your higher self, your ancestors, and God. If you're not spiritual, you need to kind of be reflective. And even if you're spiritual, do this too, and kind of understand your self-sabotaging ways, or your self-undoing, because it might be connected to how you're connected with your friends, okay? So I want to definitely add that part there. To kind of go back to your 10th house, though, Mars is in your 10th house, which makes so much fucking sense. You have Aquarius in the 10th and the 11th house. Yeah, that's Placidus. It's because you're doing the Placidus chart, which I like Placidus. But when doing these cards, I'm treating it as if it's a whole sign chart, okay? But you can apply it to both your 10th and 11th house, okay? And see if it resonates with you. But back to the 10th house real quick before I go into the 12th. Mars is there. And I always say with Mars and Aquarius, they are definitely being driven and motivated, but by their thoughts. And so they'll think of like this theme. Say they're thinking about like, I want to think about astrology. They don't only think about astrology, but they kind of break down astrology in subcategories. And they just like break those subcategories into subcategories, and they're just thinking, brainstorming. And they don't take physical action, but they take your action in their mind. And so for you to have the Two of Swords in your 10th house, you are doing that with your career. You're trying to figure out, should I do this? Should I do that? You're in your mind a lot, which is fine. You know, a lot of Taurus rising people are smart because you have an air sign in your 10th house, and you kind of want to think before you make a decision. Think before you do, so you have like a positive reputation. But you want to make sure that you actually do. So don't spend too much time thinking. Actually take an action, okay? Lastly, having freaking 10 of Cups for your 12th house is lit as fuck. So remember how I was telling you that for the 11th house, that you should be definitely, you know, being reflective on your self-undoing, connect with your ancestors, guides, and God, and all that stuff. It seems like you're going to do this successfully, which is great. A good thing about this, too, is that you're going to have a positive eureka moment spiritually. And you're going to have a positive eureka moment when it comes to your self-sabotaging ways. And you're going to get it. And you're going to be so fulfilled. And it's going to really just like, oh, you're going to be like that. Like, oh my God, I've been doing this all this time. I'm tripping. Oh my goodness. And it's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. And look at this. You got 3 of the most positive water cards. And honestly, arguably, 3 of the most positive cards of the whole tarot deck. Yes, you have one of the bad ones too, but it's 3 against 1. You know what I mean? This even lessens the 5 of Cups even more. It shows you even more that if you turn that hand right side up and fill that cup, you'll be good. You guys have mad manifestation power. You can really change your month into something better. And I'm actually happy, and I think it was meant for me to do this in the middle of the month so I could stop y'all from feeling this way and let y'all realize the goodness that's within you. Yes, you have some difficult cards. I'm not going to front. 5 of Cups is difficult. The Devil is difficult. 2 of Swords can be difficult. 5 of Cups definitely difficult. 5 of Swords definitely difficult. And then 10 of Swords, extremely difficult. I'm not trying to downplay what you're going through and what you're feeling this month at all. But listen, you can change it. This thread is really a thread. This spread is really telling you, you can literally change this. You have to change from within, change your attitude. And I swear to you guys, Like, it could work out in your favor. I'm really feeling this for you guys. Like, not to give you a speech, but I'm really happy I actually did this reading in the middle of the month for you, because yeah, you can change your month. You can have that new positive beginning. You're literally shedding off like fuck shit. You're literally shedding off the fuck shit and like bringing in the goodness. But you have to bring in the goodness though. You have to make, be a little bit more positive. It's kind of like saging your house. I don't know if you guys do that, but like smudging your house, you burn sage, right? What sage does is it takes away negative energy, but it can also take away positive energy. And so it kind of cleans your house fully of all energy, right? And the tricky thing is that like bad energy can come back in, right? Because you are like opening your windows for the bad energy to come out, but bad energy can come its ass right back in. So it's really important to do other things rather than smudging. After smudging, spray Florida water or put your freaking crystals out or something. You know what I mean? You're supposed to like, it's like antibiotics. You know what I mean? Antibiotics take all the good bacteria out and also all the bad bacteria out. And you need to use probiotics to get your system back again. It's just like that. So that's what you're kind of going through. You're kind of going through like a smudging antibiotics phase right now where you're like, taking all the bad stuff out, but you need to stay positive. And so the good energy can come in, you know what I mean? And you can have this new, positive, awesome beginning, okay? So definitely try to do that, y'all, okay? Also, let me look at this, this again. Raquel, you said that you're understanding, accepting the Aztec ways. I've been trying to look more into that too. I'm having Aztec, Mayan, Incan. I kind of found out that like, oopsie, sorry y'all. I found out that I had some, ancestry with the Aboriginals of America. And so I've been really trying to understand the Aztec ways to the Mayan ways, the Incan ways. And so, yeah, I feel you on that. That's dope. Let me look at what the rest of you guys said. I think hey, yo, Kimmy, thank you for telling me I'm not being crazy. I'm not talking crazy. Oh, man. But yeah, I think I responded with everything else y'all said. But yeah. Oh, no babies for you, Wisha? You sure? Yeah, be careful with y'all. I don't know if y'all, if some of y'all are just coming in, but having the Empress in the 4th house, man, that's a lot. That's saying babies right there. So be careful. But anywho, I'm done for the Taurus rises. It was really good talking to you guys. This is probably the longest reading that I've done. I had a blast. Y'all are awesome. Shout out to my Taurus risings for sure. But anywho, if you're interested in a reading, I'm an astrologer, but I also do these personally. Go to my Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/astrodim. Follow me on my social media. It's all on my description box. I have my podcast, my Bed and Astrology season 2 just started. Check it out. I did episode 1. Episode 2 is gonna be coming this weekend. And if you're interested in the extended reading where I like actually do a clarifying card for all the cards here, check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/astrodim. All that information is in the description box below, okay, y'all? But yes, I know Taurus risings, y'all could really change y'all's month to be more positive if you want, okay? You have a lot of like strong cards that can really change that up, all right? Much love to all y'all. Y'all are the best. Mwah. Peace.